Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to RimWorld Survival. So, let's continue on what I've been working on. I am planning the IED compression trap, or whatever you want to call it, anti-sapper traps. And I'm going to continue on that trend. So here's what that's going to look like. It's going to look something like this. I'm also going to put a door in there as well. Whole lot of little building projects to be queued up, for sure. Put a light in this tunnel. And start mining all this jazz out. So the way an IED compression trap works is you sort of design it so that, well, essentially you're designing it to explode a bunch of would-be raiders. That's sort of the concept. So you're trying to basically feed them into the trap area, like that, and then explode ordnances on them, taking them all out. So in that regard, unfortunately, this trap does require the use of wood, because wood breaks down a lot easier than other materials. So the trap is very wood intensive, but this is sort of the layout of the trap, and yeah, we'll get that laid out. I'm going to have to rewire some power around the base. So the idea is whenever, during my reactor raids around, whenever there is sappers that are coming, this area will be very, very attractive for the sappers to enter. Sappers avoid turrets. They attack beds. So I'm going to have everyone live in a barracks in this area. And that's going to draw the sappers in here. They will attack, and I'll keep this door closed otherwise, so that enemies don't normally come in. That's sort of the concept. The low-tier concept. But it looks like everyone wants to go nap. That's fine. In fact, I would say for Acid, let's go ahead and put you on pure recreation and keep everyone on no rads for now. Let me check. 11, Kazumi and Poppy can be unrestricted. So Poppy, Kazumi, and 11. Keeping Acid on no rads because the lover died, even though she's not dead. He's just wrong. But he doesn't know that, so. It's actually a bad place for a door. Let me move that a little bit, because this is a natural choke point. And if we have a door there, it's a weak choke point. Let's see. Are there... Yes, there is lights and storage. We'll get some of the lights down here. I'm quite excited to have this built. once they build it. And then for the duration of the reactor raids, we're going to live in the barracks in here. Not elegant, but it'll have to do. And we have tribesperson raid at our outpost. Not one I have to worry about. Let me power my turrets on. Keep rolling the combat. Alright, now that's a proper choke point. And this is a proper choke point too, where if I have 3 brawlers set up here, people get fed in. And I'll even put a sandbag there so they don't stand here and fire. Okay, I think the tribal's dying. Oh, yes. Get her! Alright, she's dead. These turrets are fine. Alright, Janes, I need you to do some mining. There we go. Alright, let's get some more lights around here. So, it starts to get dim here. And then we're going to want lights back there as well. And then the double wall is because the trap here is going to be full of explosives. And the double wall is to protect us from the explosives. Cargo pods coming down. Not anywhere useful, unfortunately. Got some brewskis brewing up. Thank you, hired gun. Captain Brewer. It's very important to have as many mood stabilizing drugs as possible when it comes down to the in-game raids. Because without them, you're going to have mental breakdowns, and mental breakdowns are bad. Oh, medical emergency. Put you on no rads. That happened really quick. She must have spent a lot of time outside. Let's check the Kazumi and Poppy. Poppy is okay. A little hypothermia, but okay. And Kazumi is initial and climbing, but otherwise not concerning yet. Although she is unhappy. Why are you so unhappy? Let's check your needs. You're drowsy, you're sick, you're chilly, you have cabin fever. You just have a lot of the standard negative moods. Not to dismiss her experience. Alright, so one reason let's get rid of this. One reason I put a door here is I'm planning on putting a uranium slug turret out there. And the door will support it. And the dead power will allow it to toggle on and off. And with the uranium slug turret here, this will deter anyone from coming into the kill box that is a sapper. Non-sappers will walk right in because they don't know better, but sappers won't. Alright, so here's the last of the mining that we're required to do. No, 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 just finish. Just gonna require him to finish. Alright, there we go. Now I can actually wall all that jazz up. Another thing I want to do is down here, mining up an area to allow my shooters some space to defend ourselves. So I'll have to do that little mine job as well. And that way, if they are, if they're sapping, or if they're attacking from the south, I have space to defend. Helps to have a little bit of breathing room, you know? Alright, so for the no-rad zones, let's get rid of that space. There we go. Alright, so this is a already very impressive room because it's very large and spacious. This is going to be the barracks. But not exactly. Because I'm going to... It's going to look strange, but I'm going to wall it like... maybe 2 walls. 2 wide walls. A wall like this. And this is in efforts to deter sappers as well. So for security, I'm just going to have steel turrets, as these are almost certainly never going to see the light of day. They're just built to deter sappers. Aggro. I want you to smith. I need you to make some components. Alright, so this is our terrible, terrible barracks here. This will be the layout of said barracks. I'll have 2 turrets there. Again, just they're anti-sapper turrets. That way, sappers want to come in this way. And not anywhere else. I'm basically making it a horseshoe, as you can see, where all of this area where my mouse is going is secured by turrets, and this area is not. Meaning that sappers are going to be incentivized to come in through the sapper trap. Very, very complex, but it will work. And that is why I built it. Gonna have some redundant power. And then I have to illuminate it all so that I don't end up getting bugs spawning in here. Plus, it's just nicer for the people to live in illuminated areas. Red just had a heart attack. Okay, Red, I'll rescue you. With real meds. Alright, so there's one of the turrets. We're going to want dead power on the corners here. And we can get rid of the conduit that's here. Treatment success. Oh, and you need to do it again. Lowering the severity of the heart attacks. Treatment failed. Because alternatively, I could euthanize Red, butcher her. Well, we have a bunch of sappers coming in. And they're landing in transport pods. So I don't have the sapper trap laid out yet. But what I could do is see if I can lure them where I want them. So we're having about a brownouts. So Semp, flick that generator on. And Safalu, flick that switch. Everybody up here, come on to my sap trap. James is going to pop open that front door. What's Stormy doing? Alright, so how does these guys look? Oh, they got doomsday launchers. And triple launchers. That's very, very, very uncool. Alright, animals. No more meds for you. Boom rat. Wait, I have just a bunch of female boom rats. So the first boom rat here is going to... I'll just create 2 new zones. Area 1, Area 2, and animals. 1, 2. Get on out there. Elvira and the unnamed boom rat. Alright, so where is their explosives? So Felicia has 1. What are these guys doing? They're sapping here? Okay, that's really strange. Symph, I meant for you to rendezvous with us. Let's have actual brawler defenses. Acid rather, needs to dip out because he's a flight risk, as it were. All right, they are going north. Broomrat. Let's do 2 new areas. 3 and 4. Stop hitting on Poppy if you're mourning the death of your lover, you moron. Jesus. What a piece of work he is, huh? Alright, so she's baited into using her triple launcher, which is exactly what I wanted. Now, these other guys are really, really dramatically falling behind because they decided to sap through a mountain. So there goes those boom rats. So this is 2 groups, actually, not 1 group. Are you going to break in, or are you going to be lured? I think they're lured. I think it's working. Now, something I want Cephalo to do. Where's my shock lance? Use this shock lance on the Doomsday guy. Oh, it's NG. I know NG. Actually, you know what? Just stand by the shock lance, because I'm going to wait for her to get a little closer. Alright, so she's deciding to sap in. That's a very strange choice. Alright, so first group is fleeing. I might need windows to stop them from sapping in like that. Second group is fleeing. They didn't take much. They sort of blew themselves up. But as you can see, yeah, the sappers are drawn in here because I've engineered my entire base to be super unattractive everywhere else except for right where I want them to come. So now I'm just waiting for this group here. One thing I could do is sacrifice another boom rat. Rosie, go to area 1, and the boom rat that's been eating everything, get tamed. Let's take a look at the workload for handling. Tony and 11 are the ones that can go outdoors and tame it. So we'll lift the restrictions, and these boom rats serve their purpose. Alright, so here's the last group coming. Oh, Rosie's going a weird way. Rosie, new zone, area 2. So instead of using the shock, I'm hoping to bait out the Doomsday, but Rosie is probably, yep, she's already downed. Alright, we'll just let NG get a little closer. So you can see the people that are waiting in queue here are getting a little feisty. Because they've been waiting so long. Oh, they're going a different way. Well, activate on NG. I want to make sure, yeah, it's NG. All right, Rosie can move. All right, we'll bring Rosie back. All right, so NG's downed, and the Doomsday Launcher's there. Why are you guys coming up north? There's got to be something attractive about up north that I don't fully understand. But let's get them moved. Maybe I haven't made... Oh, you know what? I'll power these on. It shouldn't matter whether they're powered on or not. But this is a good stress test. Because I thought that my base would be unattractive to sappers. Wait, what? I don't understand what they're doing. I might need another turret in the power grid area just to make it even worse for would-be sappers. Because they are digging in, what, in this way? Again, that still has turret coverage. I'm not sure what Smelly is digging towards. But... who is Bloodlust here? Maybe I could make someone happy? No. Alright, aggro. I'm going to have you grab the triple. Quite effective. Take cover. And let's just hide, not offering ourselves up as a target. I have no idea what Smelly's doing. I really, truly don't. But what I will do, let's see. Initial minor. Minor 31. And initial. So 11 stay put. Enough of them have already died that I think it will be easy to route the rest with just our brawlers. A little bit of a gamble going out there, I know, but we have shield belts. Yep. Calculation was correct. Alright, let's get back inside. Tammy. Nobody likes... Well, if your real-life name is Tammy, I'm sorry, but... Nobody likes a Tammy. Tammys get Birdmans killed. Tony. Let's put a limited radiation right there and haul that minigun before we come in. Alright, well that was a good use of a triple. And we are going to patch up Rosie so she doesn't die. Alright, Rosie, what I want you to do, because she's just going to keep heading to pet zones, let's go ahead and make an area 1 right here. Put a animal bed there, and put you in that bed. Stormy's going to stand next. Okay. I'll rescue. That's just as fast. Good. So it's like she never died. And Red died from that heart attack. I couldn't really save her. It was right in the middle of the raid. I needed all hands on deck. Oh. Well, guess they already broke that. Might as well just ignore the fact. How is my power doing? Pretty bad, actually, right? Alright, so the solar power panels are not separated from the grid. Neither is the geothermal. Neither are either geothermal, so I just need more power, is sort of the long and short of it. There doesn't seem to be really anything else to say about my power other than I need more of it. So what I will do is trim down some of the things that are drawing power. So the machining table is turned off, as is the smithing table. You know, I actually don't... I don't have too much drawing from it, to be honest. Well, looks like my carpets are done. So let me just remove the rest of the carpets from the area. Now, what happened to these? Ooh, chocolate. The funny thing about that is it's going to take a long time to get there. Alright, so I broke that away so that I can replace it with marble. And that way it's repairable and more secure. And I think this door is just getting bashed up so much, I'm just going to remove it. Alright, how is my power? I'm not really generating any. Solar's full. Well, hold on. What? Something happened where these two grids got separated. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's probably been separated for a long time now. That would explain my constant blackouts. Whoops. Let's pretend like I hadn't been doing that. And I'm planning on making this area a little nice in case I have to fight in there. So here's the other dead turret to discourage people from entering. And then I also said that it might be wise to, well, they should be auto doors. So I'll wait until I have more components. Alright, so we got rid of some of those corpses. They had a lot of go juice. One of them were definitely go juice addicts. Tony on a tantrum. Smashing things in a room. That's not good. We have a lot of pretty low moods, I gotta say. So why is she tantruming? You could have just gone to sleep. She actually didn't have a whole lot of negative moods other than not all in daytime. So I'm sort of surprised by the tantrum. But Jane's is just cleaning up after her, so she hasn't actually destroyed anything yet. Not really. She keeps busting cables, I guess. But that's to be expected. So Hendrik, I think I'm gonna wake you up and have you make more pets. Alright, so this butcher creature is for... You know, one should be for insects, and one should be for everything else. So the insect butcher I'm going to turn off. Alright, my power now is looking a little bit better, now that the grid is not separated out. Yeah, these solar panels were not connected to anything, which was the problem. Well, I can say pretty effectively, or that this worked. Alright, Hendrik, the cockerel, is now gonna make some chickadees, I think. Okay, have Jane's finishing up the mining down here. Whole lot of base prep. Oh, one of the would-be raiders didn't survive. Oh, you're going... Nope, you're leaving the map, aren't you? No, you are coming to my tea? Or something? I'm not entirely sure, actually. Cefalu. I choose you, Cefalu. With everybody's moods so dour, a little chocolate could go a long way. Alright, where is that? Oh, there was berries up there. It's going for the berries. Were all those corpses not good no more? Must be. No, the corpses are still fresh. You're just choosing berries. Interesting. Alright, so Cefalu, you're going to dump your slag and chocolate. I'm just going to load the rest of the slag. 14%. All right, that's not terrible. So it's a really weird barracks shape, but it's required. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to arm it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that's not exactly where the traps are going to be placed, but I don't want to be stumbling over traps while arming the traps. So that's what that's for. Okay, that should be powered on. Oh, no, it shouldn't. There we go. And you've probably just been standing there for a bit, haven't you? Because I do that to Cephalus. Alright, well, the chocolate and the tea and all that have been hauled in and away. And that should help with mood. A lot of the traps have already been built. That's good. We will need to make some additional shells, but aggro's already on top of that. Cranking out chem fuel and steel into shells. And then what I need to do is I need to have somewhere around here be a safe place to store additional shells to rearm the trap quickly. Same with the wood, same with the marble that I lose. Marble we have in pretty close proximity, but the wood is another issue. We are going to want backup wood. In fact, I'm going to want to buy wood as much as I can for that express purpose. All right, so to fully arm this trap, the traps are going to look something like, let's have you do it, something like this. Stormy, don't do that. All right, and then I'm going to forbid the doors here. Obviously, my own guys will obey it. Raiders won't. So the idea is that raiders come in. These sandbags slow them down, so they all stack up inside of this trap area. This gets set on fire, which sets these on fire. And this gets set on fire, which sets these on fire. Now, when a character gets set on fire, they usually turn back, which means they stack up even more. And then whoever reaches the end here, this sets off, and chain explodes. This blows up this corner, this blows up that corner, and as you can see, the corners chain together, and it blows back all the way back, meaning anyone stuck inside this area gets exploded. So the other concept, let me close this. The other concept is that only sappers are going to be attracted to here. Regular attackers don't avoid turrets, so I can draw regular attackers into like this marble door, for instance, but only sappers are going to be the ones drawn in here. So that's the whole idea behind the, IED compression trap for sappers. Well, guys, that's about all the time I have for this episode. We have a little bit more cleanup of the last Sapper raid to do, and then I need to sort of lay out the ultimate defenses before building the reactor. I could even build the reactor first. I'm just not going to power it up until I feel ready. If you have tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. Do hope that you tune in next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Catch you all later. Adios.